Side Scrollers is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers. It's time for Side Scrollers on youtube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hi, buddy.
Blab.
Hi, chat. I love you. Mwah.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Keys.
Hi, guys.
And brought to you by you, the G2 community at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on youtube.com and rumble.com and twitch.tv and Twitter and everywhere else. Good to see you guys. What's going on? I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's Side Scrollers. Welcome on out. The humble crew, the lovely crew, of course, Travis Keys. Hello.
Good morning. That's it.
Blabs.
Yo! I'm a lot happier than Travis is, apparently.
Apparently, let's go. Blabs, Blabs coming in like a house of fire today.
Yeah.
This
is me cracking my knuckles that don't crack.
Your knuckles don't crack?
No, not really. Oh, I just got it. I had to do 5 times for it to work, but yeah. It's everything else that cracks, just not the fingers, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you a guy who has cracked. It's Adam Krigler.
What do you mean? I didn't crack. I'm an uncracked egg. Wait. What did I just say?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Anyway.
Anywho, hi guys. How are you?
Hi.
Great to see you. Welcome on out, everybody. Good to see you, G2s and all the 199 popping in as we are live over on Geeks and Gamers today. As always, we appreciate you over at Geeks and Gamers, allowing us to invade your personal space and come over and hang out with you guys for just an hour and a half throughout the week. You know, the Geeks and Gamers are always busy doing all sorts of fun stuff, whether it's Mario Kart or the Geeks and Gamers Daily, or they always got good stuff going on. But we encourage you guys, as always, if you would like to watch a show after Geeks and Gamers Daily, you guys can come join us over on our channel at Side Scrollers Podcast. We are live pretty much every day after Geeks and Gamers Daily at 11 a.m. Central Time for about an hour and a half every single day, and then we go Well, right now we actually have something fun going on. At 1 o'clock, we have a little bit of gameplay. It's the Mario Funathon, which today should be really fun because for the first time, I'm going to add distractions and punishments. So we've had two days of pure gameplay, and today it's about to get naughty.
What kind of punishments, distractions are you offering?
Well, you may need to tune in and find out there, Blabs.
All right, fine.
But we'll see at 1 o'clock Central.
I will drop the link in the chats.
That's good. Well, I was
just going to say, it's really fun to watch you play because I'm learning a lot of secrets that I didn't know about. I'm like, there's a thing there. Oh, you could go down that pipe. Oh, cool.
I really enjoy playing the Mario games because I know them so well, and it's kind of like cutting through butter. I don't struggle with them really, and I can.
You learned something new last time on Mario.
This is true. 3. This is true. Yeah, there are little things. So I played through Mario 1, 2, 3, and now we are on to what some people consider the best Mario game, Mario World. And we have unlocked, or I guess added to our playlist, the Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels, the Japanese version of Mario 2, which I've actually never played before. So I'm looking forward to get into that. I think I'm going to need to get Dan Bask involved because we had a nice little conversation about that a few weeks ago when Dan was on the show, and Dan apparently is very good at Super Mario World or Super Mario 2 Japanese version. So I'm going to need to Lyndon get some tips and tricks from him because I'm not.
I don't know if that's a little bold of a statement. I think he beat it, and he had a frustrating time getting through it. There's a difference. There's a difference there.
I have never.
Dan. What's up?
I haven't played it at all outside of the first level or first 1-1 or 1-2, whatever it is. So. Either way, look, hey, man, we're going to have a good one today. I'm stoked to have everybody here. Jeremy Wormy coming in right at the bat with the 2 says Blabs has amazing reactions.
Can you imagine the direction Mario would have took without R2, though? Without everything that came from it? It'd just be completely different.
What are you talking? Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan? Or the U.S. version of Super Mario Brothers 2?
I thought he was talking about R2D2 for a
Yeah,
second.
Yeah,
there.
I
Like,
was,
Our what we think of as Mario was really shaped by Mario too, I think. But
I think that you are actually correct. Yeah, a lot of the art style came from Doki Doki Panic, which was, I don't know if you guys know. Do you guys know the story behind Doki Doki Panic and Super Mario Brothers 2? Do you guys know that?
Mm-mm.
No. So the long and short, our Super Mario Brothers 2 in the United States was actually a reskin of a promotional game that was produced over in Japan called Doki Doki Panic. So the 4 characters you play in Super Mario Brothers 2 were originally like a wizard and all these other things, and then they just slapped Mario's face on it because the Japanese version of Super Mario Brothers 2 was considered to be way too difficult for the United States audience. So,
but who said that?
well, Nintendo said that. Nintendo said that.
Nintendo of America said that.
And they were right. Honestly, they were right, because I got to be honest. If I'm playing the game as an 8-year-old, I'm like, I'm out. See ya. Yeah. I had way more fun with Mario 2.
Like
way
I told
more
you,
fun.
I was playing those at 2-3 years old. You're right. I wouldn't even have gotten through the first 2 levels.
The Game Drew says that actually really shocks me. That shocks you to your core. It's amazing. So look, we got a big show with lots of news. We've dug into some creator stuff the last few days, but today it's all about that gaming news, baby. We're going to be talking about a potential Zelda movie. We got Johnny Depp being based as fuck. A special character coming to Dead by Daylight?
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, who you would never expect. Blabs is going to go off today.
Yell. Well, maybe not yell, but I'll give you my thoughts.
And of course, Cleopatra is racist. So we're going to get
haters
into that.
Are racist.
Oh, yes,
yeah, I was going to say that's not racist. The people who want it to be factually correct are racist.
Yes, but
correct, yes.
we'll get into that in a little bit. Obviously, I see some people coming in like, you guys aren't over on YouTube. No. Once again, on Wednesdays, we're over on Geeks and Gamers. So you guys can join us over on Geeks and Gamers. Make sure you guys subscribe to Geeks and Gamers over there. A bunch of great folks to support Jeremy, Ryan, and the entire crew over there. Good folks over there. I do want to remind everybody, in addition to the Mario Funathon tonight on the Side Scrollers Podcast channel, I'll be doing a one-on-one conversation with one of the more controversial people on the internet the last 10 to 15 years, Keemstar. It was supposed to be last night, but Keem DM'd me in the afternoon. He's like, "Hey man, I'm pretty much drunk. Let's hold off until tomorrow." I was like, "Yeah, you do you. You keep drinking, go have fun, and let's get together tomorrow." So Keem will be in tomorrow or tonight, and looking forward to that. That is 10 p.m. Central Time. A little late night me and Keem. So I actually put a post up over on Patreon for our Patreon members. Give them the opportunity to ask Keem questions. So this should be pretty fun. So I think I'll actually offer that up to our members as well over on YouTube. I'll put that as a community post, and I'll let them ask questions over on the Side Scrollers channel. So yeah, man, great stuff. Ready to go. You guys got anything before we dive into all the good stuff?
Let's dive in.
All right.
Jump.
Megan came in.
Hi, Meg.
499 says, "I'm here for Blabs because watching her struggle to go up the stairs made me feel better about my lack of gaming skills. Lol. All the love to Blabs."
Listen, my failures improve your self-esteem. You are welcome.
Speaking of, I posted we had a premiere of the second supercut of the second stream. Cut it down to about 20 minutes with all the memes and everything in it. You guys can watch that now. If you ever want to feel good about yourself playing video games, go watch Blabs play Castlevania. It's
Yeah,
good.
I was actually just watching it this morning, and it was hilarious. So
You're welcome.
little magic.
Too painful for me.
Listen here, Adam. Listen.
I'm listening.
Shut up.
Okay.
Nice. Nailed it. Oh, bam.
You got me.
Hey,
Yeah, I totally did.
Jonathan Davis came in with a $2 direct donation. Says, "Is the character coming to Dead by Daylight Lizzo?" I would just love to see Lizzo waddling around trying to hide.
You gotta squeeze into one of the lockers.
No, she'd be the killer.
Yeah, I was gonna say only in that costume that she wore in Star Wars. Let's throw her in that, and then put her in the game, and then we're good.
Love it. Looks like the 199 is starting to filter in. If hopefully you guys are coming in from the Geeks and Gamers Daily Show, welcome. Always a pleasure to have you guys. You guys are here just in time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for
My shit's not working.
You could have said that before. You just let
He didn't-
Craig down.
He didn't give me any time. He just went right into it.
Before stream? Look at that. Look, you broke Craig.
I didn't know it wasn't working.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Am I
having a good- I'm
Am I
having a
getting
good
cut
day,
off from
guys.
doing this forever now?
You're fired.
Hey, this is gold content.
it's time for hard news.
Can I try? It's hard news. That's the best I can do.
Oh Lord! All right.
Listen,
Okay.
better than Adam right now.
All right.
I don't have a choice.
You could have done the hard news in the really low voice.
Hard news. There you go.
Whoa.
Nailed it, Travis. 10 out of 10. Best we've ever heard. All right, let's go to IGN, the pinnacle of gaming news, as with the giant success of the Super Mario Brothers movie. The question is, what's next in the Mario and the Nintendo cinematic world? Will it be a universe? Will they be standalone movies? Well, we may have our first hint. As The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom creators are invested in a movie after Mario's success. They have said on the record
Wait,
that
was it invested or interested?
invested and interested.
Oh, okay.
Listen, sorry, I just glanced. Yes, Tears of the Kingdom producer, the director have shared they are interested and invested in a
Those
film
people.
adaptation. Well, listen, I'm not going to butcher their name. I'd rather just say the producer and director.
It works.
Yes, are interested and invested in a film adaptation of The Legend of Zelda, especially after the incredible success of the Super Mario Brothers movie, which, by the way, you can buy digitally now, so the numbers will be skyrocketing there, and it's going to make even more money than the 1.2 million or a billion it's made, which is crazy. The pair were asked a question by Polygon, and while they confirm there's definitely interest, it's ultimately not up to them. I have to say, I am interested for sure, but it's not just me being interested in something that makes things happen, unfortunately. Maybe the voice of the fans is what's important here. So he put it back to the fan, which I think, look, let's be real. Everybody wants to see a Zelda movie, right? Right?
Yes, but I think it's the most dangerous thing Nintendo could do, to be honest.
Oh, dangerous. Tell me more.
I just think unless they nail it perfectly, a lot of people are going to bitch because it's not what they're going to want out of a Zelda movie.
Couldn't you say the same thing about the Mario movie?
Yeah, but I think with Mario, there's Mario, I think, gets a little more leeway just because all the games are so different. I think Zelda follows this same basic path. You know what I mean?
So
does Mario, but
well, right. But I think when you look at Zelda as a whole, you see a game that has technically, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. I think every Zelda game has a different Link. It's not the same Link in it. Unless they're like connected, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I think that's the same Link, I believe. But when you look at Zelda 1, Zelda, Link to the Past, all the ones on, Skyward Sword, I'm pretty sure they're all meant to be different Zeldas, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But question in the chat, do you want a Zelda movie now or later? Let us know with the comments, with the poll. And welcome in the 199 coming in from the Geeks and Gamers Daily channel. What's going on? Our Geeks and Gamers Daily show. Welcome, everybody. Hi, I'm Craig. There's Blabs and Travis and Adam Krigler, the greatest gamer in the room. Welcome on in, guys. Glad you guys found us. And thanks so much for sending your audience over here, Jeremy and Ryan. Appreciate you guys very much so. We are live here on Wednesdays. And like I said earlier, we want to thank you guys so much for allowing us to invade your personal space and hang out with you guys for a little bit. And hopefully you guys give us, once you guys are like, hey, I think I'm done with these guys. No, give us like 5 more minutes. We'd really appreciate it. And we'll suck you in like a succubus. It'll be great.
that was yesterday's show, not today. Let's
What's
move
that?
on.
What was yesterday's show?
Nothing. Never mind.
All right. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys feel? I mean, this is kind of a generic talking point, but next.
Link?
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
isn't Link? Don't they have the whole controversy where Link is like, oh, he's trans or something? So imagine casting all that.
No. No, shut up.
Where the
Right?
hell did that
That's
even
the
come
thing
from?
on Twitter.
There is
So
I've never
they're gonna
heard
be
that.
pissed
Just
off about that.
stop.
Twitter isn't a real place, Blabs.
Some
Just
people,
because-
I know, but there'll be a bunch of loud noises. What
some
I'm
people
saying.
do kind of make him out to be androgynous, but that's just people who don't know what Link
I
is.
triggered him.
Just listen, just because one fucking idiot on Twitter goes, well, I think Link is trans, doesn't mean that there's a controversy over it, Blabs. Don't feed into that bullshit.
You
Don't
want
do
an
it.
opinion. You want to know if there
That's
would
not
be
an
a lot of
opinion.
controversy or like opinion if
No.
Zelda came to life. And I was like, well, don't forget there's that little aspect of the weird Twitter trolls.
No,
I'll
that is not even a possibility. One fucking idiot on Twitter talking about it does not make it controversial or even an option. Don't feed into that bullshit. I can't stand. I
Whoa.
cannot stand that shit.
Listen,
God, it drives me
listen, are you
crazy.
okay?
No. Let's go.
Fuck idiots.
Let's
like
go. I'm
that
sorry,
good?
but
I'm not for
that
it,
good?
by the way.
I got it working.
Because they're like, oh my God, kick the woman. I'm not
No.
for it or anything. I'm just pointing out there is that type of like
No.
statement out there.
no.
Look how much argument starts over one sentence about Zelda, and you're
Oh.
telling me that it can't get
Exactly.
fucked up, bro. Like, come on.
Who said
No.
that it couldn't get fucked up?
I'm just, it probably will.
Okay, look. Here's the thing, right? What I just have a way with the way Blabs frame the question, right? Isn't there a controversy about this? No, there's no controversy. It should be.
No.
Didn't one person on Twitter
Didn't
think
one
this?
schmuck say something?
Right, and I would say, who the fuck are they, and why do I care? You know, and I don't. I don't
Based.
give a shit at all. Right? I don't give a shit about what. Like, it's the same thing as like, it's like if I don't know, like if you could pick any property ever, and just because somebody wants something to be reality doesn't mean it is reality.
Mhm.
That's
Oh.
the reality of the situation. That drives
Sounds
me
like
crazy.
a lot in life right now.
Oh
Mhm.
my god! Listen, it's nuts. I'm sorry. Yeah, Wardroom says triggered. Yes, it drives me fucking insane. Like,
No, we never got Craig triggered before. I'm pretty proud of myself.
man,
What?
you did it.
You've never seen him triggered
I-
before?
Not
I-
like this.
I think it's
Besides
more of
I've
an
seen
elf
it.
thing. People
I've seen
make
it.
elves very androgynous, and I think they think Link is an elf. Link isn't an elf; he's a fairy, actually. So that's not the same thing.
It's a good point. Good point. Yeah, I don't know. It just drives me crazy anytime like there's any sort of credibility lent to one fucking imbecile on Twitter saying something. And well, like it's like when you see a review of a movie, like a trailer for a movie, and it'll be like Rolling Stone, best movie of all time, Rotten Tomatoes, 89% score. Twitter user 73562. This movie was really good. And it's like, who the fuck are like you're just taking some random tweet that you saw. I'm sorry, Blab. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on you.
I gotta
That's
say though,
fine.
it's funny that you picked Rolling Stones to compare it to an opinion that doesn't mean shit. I
I
like
know.
that. That's
I know.
good.
Mm-mm.
That's
Sorry.
good.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blabs. I apologize. I didn't mean to come off as rageful. It just drives me crazy.
Trap,
No.
why
I think
is
it's
the
crazy? I just
chat-
pointed it out.
why is the chat saying that Link is not a fairy?
He is a fairy boy. He's specifically called
He's a
that
fairy
in
boy.
Ocarina.
Fairy
actually.
boy.
I do believe in fairies. I do.
That sounds derogatory. Is
All
that
of the children in the forest are fairy children.
I don't. I know that he has no. I think he is the boy without a fairy. I think that's
Actually,
the idea.
yes, because he wasn't one of them specifically. He was put there, but he grew up.
so he's not a
with them.
fairy?
But the people he grew up with, who all wear green or who stay,
It doesn't mean he
children,
is a fairy.
They are.
He was adopted by fairies?
There.
He's one with the fairies.
That's not the same.
I don't know.
Don't read
all right,
the
well,
private chat, Craig.
I'm reading it, but I don't like any of
That's-
this.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Craig is
I'm going to go
sad
to
now. He's broken.
No. You kidding me? No. I will read. No, listen, hold on. Here we go. This we got from the official Zelda.fandom, which is the official Zelda.fandom page. Link is the main character and protagonist of the Legend of Zelda series. He has appeared across many incarnations throughout the series, usually depicted as an ordinary boy or a young man who becomes a legendary hero by saving the world through feats of courage. He is often the holder of the Triforce of Courage, a sign of his being chosen as by the Golden Goddess. He is typically seen blah 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 blah. Right? He is a little boy or a young man. That's it. That is who he is. There you
He's
go.
not a fairy.
Mm.
That's right. Get wrecked, Trav.
No.
GG's.
Anyways, look. Zelda movie coming soon. God. Fuck you, Fuck you, Blabs. Damn it.
Story of my life. Fuck you,
Wait,
Blabs.
hold on. Wait. So it's confirmed that a Zelda movie is coming, or they're just invested.
Invested. they're interested in it. I think it will.
Okay.
I think everybody knows that a Zelda movie is going to happen. But I think I agree with Travis. I think it would be very stupid for them to jump into the Zelda hype train like this early, especially with Tears of the Kingdom out. You got the property out. I think Zelda comes legitimately 7-8 years from now, maybe even a decade. I think you play this out. You do spin-offs of Mario. You do your Luigi's Mansion, and because Zelda is a tentpole programming, right? You could do Mario. You can spin it off and do a Yoshi movie or whatever, and you can kind of build out the Mario universe and treat Zelda with its own respect later down the line. Because I think that if you come out and by the way, there's no way in hell it's a live action movie. 0% chance. 0 times infinity, which is still 0% chance that this is a live action movie. It will 100% be CG, as will all Nintendo movies from here on out. They will all be CG, and I think they'll eventually pull it off. And the question that everyone's going to want to know is, will Link speak? And the question that will be answered is, yes, it will be Chris Pratt, which we've established that.
I think that'll be the hardest thing, is finding a voice for him that then won't be the definitive voice for Link going forward. Because then after that movie, where it's the only voice we've ever had for Link, basically, there's been some other here's and there, but that's when everybody's going to know. Then what are you going to do? Not have him have a voice after that movie for every other game?
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
I don't know.
You can.
I mean, up to this point, you only know Link as just making grunts the entire time. Which, by the way,
a little higher pitch, though. I think that was
That's
better. Actually, you know what? More accurate.
Sounds like you got kicked in the balls.
Just saying.
Oh my God, it's insane. Hey, let's get to some super chats real quick. Savrix says, anyone coming out of academia or consumes media without question is potentially revolutionary that hates America. Is a potential revolutionary that hates America. They want to get rid of the individual. Keep up the good work. All right. Well, thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Accurate statement.
$9.99 there. Brett says, what's now mean? Now means like in the immediate future. That was with the poll. And so, yes. Matthew came in and says, Nintendo and Universal need to follow the Pixar model of releasing a second or third Mario movie like Toy Story before expanding on their characters. I 100% agree. Very nice. Jeremy Wormy says, Raging Crag is best Crag. I had a character named Evil Craig a long time ago, and that's pretty much all he did for a minute. It was great. Kesey came in with the $10 super chat. Says, Zelda fans, new music for the game by Necro1990 should be called Zelda: The Legend of Kondo on Spotify and everywhere else. Okay, well, there you go. Find it. Thank you very much for that. Valentis says, what do you guys prefer? Number 1, Zelda live action epic like Lord of the Rings, or 2, animated like Final Fantasy movie, or 3, animated like Tears of the Kingdom. My pick, number 1. I don't think you can. I think you have much more longevity as a character, as a computer generated film. The characters never get old if you do that. Whereas like Elijah Wood is now old as shit, so you can't.
Well, have you seen? But comparing 2 and 3, did you see Final Fantasy 7? I think that Spirits Within is the 2001 version. Did you see that one?
I may have a long time ago.
So it was more realistic style art. It was still computer generated, but I thought it was actually pretty cool, the art style of it. But it was less cartoony and more dark, muted tones, really trying to be I don't know. I hesitate on like adult oriented, but more realistic looking versus I think what he's asking with number 3 would be more like how the Mario movie was, very similar to the game, colorful. So like you take Tears of the Kingdom and then turn that into like a movie with good graphics instead. I think I would prefer number 3. I think I would prefer that. Have it look like a Zelda game. You know? What do you guys
Right.
think?
Labs, Trav.
Well, I would keep. I don't know enough about Zelda to even really have a huge opinion on this, but I would definitely leave it as animated for sure. I would never want to go for live action either, 100%. Because, like I said, longevity.
But a more realistic style CGI or more based on the game?
Probably
Those are the
based on
two
the
options
game
there.
because it would
Okay.
bring more people in with the relations, and also think of all the merchandise you could do based off a game and the movie all together.
I think that if you were to build it in like a game engine, I think that people will eventually do that anyways. I think the fans will create. They'll find a way to break Tears of the Kingdom if they haven't already. Get the camera free flowing and be able to create their own machinima. There's an entire genre of content called machinima, which was dominant in the the late 2000s into the early 2010s, and machinima was massive. And it's not as big today as it was back then, but I think that if you were to take a major property and let the fans kind of do what they want, which Nintendo never will, obviously, that'd be pretty
Right.
neat to see. But I think I'd rather have the professional CG route as opposed to create something in the same art style of the game that we already see. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the art style of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Just me personally. I know a lot of people like it, the kind of the watercolor style of it. I think that's a necessity for the console that it's on. And it also, I think ultimately it'll age better than trying to keep up with the top technology of today. But so I think I'd rather go with like a CG look than some sort of game engine style look for sure. So Cream NATO came in and says, I was once called a fairy boy. That's when I realized I walked into the wrong bar. It's kind of funny. NZZ came in and says, Mario Kart movie in the style of Cannonball Run. Balls for all. Let's go, NZZ. Thank you so much. Elite Neo came in at the 5, says, playing the Master Quest ROM hack of Legend of Link to the Past with all this lively discussion in the background seems fitting. Ah, yes. The Master Quest ROM hack of Link to the Past. I was watching a video today about NES games that are in HD, where they take the old school game and they give it a new art style, but it's the exact same look as it was before, or the exact same game as it was before. It was really pretty interesting to watch. But sorry, just total side note. I enjoy Master Quest or ROM hacks of classic games. Good stuff. You guys ever play? Adam, you ever give those a go?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh, they're great. It gives you extra, gives the game a little extra life on the back end, which
Nice.
makes you appreciate the original game more. For the Emperor says, they need to John Wick Link by having him speak as little as possible. Oh, yeah, that's what makes him amazing. Like, what if the first thing he says, I don't know, he just sounds weird? Because everyone has the way they think he sounds, right? And if he was to say something, you're like, what? He sounds like Scooby-Doo or something. It'd be amazing. Infinite Flair came and says, well, excuse me, princess. Reference to the OG Zelda cartoon. Brett Norman says, game's called Zelda. They'll probably do Girl Boss Zelda. You know it. And Matthew Hammond came in and says, a Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga movie could be good.
I bet you the first Zelda movie will have Zelda as the hero, not Link. Guaranteed.
That would really fuck things up, considering
I know it would.
Every single movie.
I don't think they would do that.
Yeah,
think they would do
Nintendo's
that.
kind of smart
It's
with this
Nintendo.
stuff lately. Yeah.
You know what? I love Nintendo, but I think in the woke culture that we're in, I really think it's a possibility.
Yeah, but Japan hasn't catered to woke culture. They
Yeah,
specifically have
Japan's kind
said,
of like-
fuck your woke culture.
But look who prevails when Nintendo of America and Nintendo of Japan have a conflict of ideas. Nintendo.
Look what's
of
happened to
America.
these woke ass companies that are putting out fucking bullshit products or bullshit statements. They're getting ratioed. They're getting boycotted. People are going, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck this. I'm done.
Hey,
Oh.
speaking of,
All right.
I
speaking
hope
of
they
that,
don't, but I think it's a possibility.
I had my little rage fit today already.
Do you need a bottle?
No, I'm okay. I got my water here. I'm all right.
You got a sippy cup.
And my little straw, my little yellow straw, my pink cup. But I'm going to allow Blabs the opportunity to do a little bit of raging now, because if you didn't see, we saw this earlier. Thanks to Jeremy and Ryan for talking about this, because I was watching the Geeks and Gamers Daily Show, and this was put in our little Twitter group, and I just wanted to open this up because Dove UK has announced a new initiative as they have partnered with Unreal Engine 3D to
Can
deliver.
we watch this again?
I believe in
Absolutely.
Epic Games too, right?
Oh
Mhm.
yes,
Which
I believe.
isn't a surprise.
So here we are. I want to show this off. We're going to watch this together. And before we even start, I would like to point out the thumbs up to thumbs down ratio down here. 70
Rough.
thumbs up to 1,200 thumbs down. And you know what? Nah, I'll let you guys do it if you guys want. So Blabs, we're going to watch this. And Blabs, you said you got a lot to say about this.
Yeah, there's a lot you can go about this. So let's full screen this shit.
Let's go. All right, full screen it is. Blabs, you tell me when you want to stop.
No, let's watch it all through, like a run through.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk. I'm sorry. Pause it.
Yep.
You notice something real quick too, right? They immediately try to emulate the fact that these characters are real. Like the characters in the game are actual things. Like that monster that you killed. It's actually a guy. He's cool with getting killed though. He's just an actor. It's like already they're breaking what gaming is, because gaming isn't about the character being real. Like GTA games. Like I love GTA games. I've had so much fun in Grand Theft Auto games throughout the years, like from 1 all the way up, right? And never once am I'm like, I feel represented with this game. That's not why I enjoy the game. I enjoy the game because it's fun to play something that isn't you. And here they're trying to say like it's a reality. The games are reality. We need to emulate reality, which of course their reality, not actual reality. Anyway,
Right.
I had to say that. Continue. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, the game, like whenever you share something like this through StreamYards, it's not exactly spectacular audio. So actually, let me go ahead and add
It's not bad.
It's not okay. Well, I saw the chat mentioning it. Let
Do
me
you
actually
guys-
go ahead and upload this really quick so we can just watch this together. I already got it downloaded. We're ready to go and kind of
Do
go
you
from
guys
there.
think this has something to do with like the violence of it? Like, because I just remember in the 90s, they had to take bullets out of cartoons and make them lasers or turn people into robots so they could be hurt because they didn't want people getting hurt or shot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that has something to
Because
do
people
with
are
this?
fucking soft. It's a snowplow parenting creeping into fucking everything. I'm so sick of it, dude.
I don't
It's
disagree.
amazing.
Humans don't need to be protected. You need to
Yeah.
be faced with life. Learn how to fucking deal with life and not be a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
They're babies. That's an old line from
Yes.
Ninja Turtles. They're babies. They're all babies. You know, yeah, for sure.
Accurate.
All right, let's continue on here. Let's just check this out from the start. Notice like the sad
Yeah.
music coming in.
That music.
I'm not gonna lie, that's really funny. Just this right here should be a GIF
That's the truth, though. Think about that. So, what's her name couldn't even wear underwear because her costume was so tight.
What are you
Because
talking
it would Black Widow. What
Oh,
was her name?
Scarlett Johansson.
She could not even wear underwear. Her costume was so tight. They have built-in corsets. Even the men can't even go to the bathroom. Their suits are so tight. This is real. This is what happens to people who play.
This woman could never fit into that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is not the same,
This
dude.
isn't
That's
reality.
bullshit.
This is literally a trailer for a game.
It's an exaggerated
and all that.
thing, but that does happen to people who play superheroes.
Yeah, but people who play superheroes are fit and they don't look like that.
So let's lower our standards.
I'm not saying that.
But it's not reality, though. That's bullshit.
I just think it's amusing.
Well, look,
But you said it's reality. I don't agree.
Oh, I'm saying it's a reflection of reality. Go watch interviews with them about their costumes.
you're not wrong, but
they're emulating superheroes. They're not humans anymore. They're superheroes. They're emulating like the peak of what a hero should be. Like, okay, they're playing the part. That's part of it. This is a
Right.
video game. Video
When you
games
go
are even
in-
further removed from movies. This isn't movies. This isn't an actual actress that needs to be fit into some armor that doesn't make sense for armor in general. But it's fucking video games. So who gives a shit?
when you look at, I think of like Avengers, right? And you go in and and we're going to get back to the trailer here in just a second, but if you were to go back in and look at this, right? Here's the Avengers, and you see Scarlett Johansson, and you see like they're all fit as fuck. They all have giant
Yeah, that's
muscles,
what I'm
right?
saying. They're not squeezed into an outfit. Just going.
Well,
that's
that's
actually them.
They
That's
are
what Scarlett
squeezed
Johansson
into
looks
an
like.
outfit.
Yeah, but she actually looks like that. Yeah, it's like it's tight on
Yes.
her. It's
But
a
that's
reflection of her skin, but it's not the same as what we just saw at all.
That's my point. You don't need to make her outfit so tight that she can't even breathe and she passes out while filming. That happened to her. Her outfit was so tight.
Well,
That's what I find funny. They overdo it.
I got to be honest. She was paid how much? How much to do it? She kind of knows what she signed up for.
What, Scarlett Johansson, you mean? She at one point was the top paid actress in what, like 2018 or something like that? So she got paid a fuck ton of money.
I'm just saying, like, you know what you signed up for. You're
Yep,
going to be a
I have
superhero.
no sympathy.
None.
Right.
I don't. And yeah, she's the highest paid female actress at the time. It's like, so you got to wear a corset. So dude, you got to wear a thong. You got to wear.
But also, again, this
whatever.
is a game that we're talking about. This
Yeah.
is not a
It's not real.
movie. This digital ones and zeros didn't get paid to wear that outfit. It's a lie. It's them saying this is wrong. Where I'm happy Scarlett Johansson was able to play her. She fucking was majorly successful, and everyone, well, I mean, not everyone, but like most people know who she is.
Mhm.
Maybe because of the Marvel movies, because she
What
got
could-
to play that character. She got her own movie.
Let's go continue on.
That would never fit. I'm sorry. That shit's hilarious.
Now I want you to pay attention to her outfit, and specifically this next shot. What does that look like?
Lara Croft.
Bingo.
I gave up on life. Oh, sorry. What?
No,
That's what that looks like to me.
that is 100% a shot at Laura Croft. 100%. And that I think that's I don't know. It's like, come on, really? Are we gonna do that? Amazing stuff. All right, let's
It's not
continue.
healthy. We got to stop that. Sorry. Let me read that. 74% of female gamers see a lack of inclusivity in video game characters. Blabs, as the resident female in the house, do you give a shit about inclusivity in video games?
I find
Curious.
this really stupid because, first of all, where was this poll? Like, where's the percentage? Where's it coming from? How do you know? Where's all the sound numbers coming from, right? Second of all, when I play a video game, I'm gonna be the hot chick when I play. If I'm gonna play a girl, right? First of all, I don't give a fuck. And sometimes I play as an alien. So, like, do I feel represented as an alien? No. What the fuck? Most people play either like a really horrifically ugly looking character just for shits and giggles, or they play a really, really hot character, male, female, whatever, right? Who the fuck cares if you feel represented or not? It's a video game. It's supposed to be an escape from reality. So why do you want to play as yourself? I don't get it. I just mind fuck when I saw this. I was like 74% of female gamers. First of all, there's not that many female gamers. Let's be real here, guys. We are a minority, duh. It's usually men who play, and yeah, there are female gamers. I'm not saying that there aren't or anything. And you know what? More female gamers, cool. I don't give a fuck as long as you're kind of base, cool. But like this, I just mind fuck. I'm not gonna lie. This is so stupid. And tattoo, like, just error 404 not found really right now. But I don't know. I just think it's insane. I think it's kind of insulting, actually. Like who are you trying to represent here?
Fat gamers, I guess.
Yeah,
fat female gamers.
What I really, really hate was that scene we just saw where like the sign fell down. Because honestly, that's a healthy looking woman. She's fit. She's feminine. That's beautiful in my opinion. The armored one, that's beautiful. Like, why wouldn't you want to aspire to look like that, right? That looks badass. And instead, we got that one who's not healthy. Listen, if you look like that, fine. But it's not exactly healthy, right? So why would you want to be like, yeah, this is amazing. I can do it all. Like, okay, great. If you want to be confident in your skin, sure. But maybe don't take down the healthy people. Because she's literally saying fuck you to the healthy people when that falls to the floor. That's a big F you to everybody else who's fit. So.
Can I put on my tinfoil hat real quick?
Yeah. Oh, please, go ahead.
Okay, I got my tinfoil hat. Epic Games is owned by China, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Tencent owns Epic Games. Tencent is a Chinese company. I thoroughly believe. I mean, they came out in 2019. I don't know if you guys know this, and said the world would be better off under Chinese rule. Do you know that they said that? This is. I'm getting kind of political. I don't give a shit. It's game. It relates directly to games, especially in this situation. Well, I don't know if you know about this in the 1800s or 1900s, something like this, the Opium Wars that kind of ruined China for a long time. I feel like with all the fentanyl coming back, especially across the southern border, it's up 800% over the past couple of years. It's kind of insane. How do you bring down a country like America, which is the greatest country on the planet, and the Constitution, obviously the greatest piece of paper ever written? How do you bring that down? From within. You get the people to do fentanyl on themselves. Take the fentanyl. Put it in everything. All right. Let's glorify obesity. Let's make it people think that it's okay to be fat and unhealthy. Like, no. You're beautiful as a fat person. No. You're unhealthy. And people need to recognize that. Let's convince an entire generation to medically castrate themselves so they can't actually procreate in the future. Right? It's destroying the fabrics of the country. And I think it's all according to plan. All right. Tinfoil hat off. I had to anyway.
This was my point. Scarlett Johansson is one of the most beautiful women in the world.
She's a babe.
She doesn't need a corset to bring her stomach in a half an inch to make her more beautiful. For that
Travis is so stuck on this shit.
Yeah, he's like, I need to explain.
Let it go, Travis. Let it go.
Okay, it's just unrealistic standards of beauty. When that also does something bad to women.
Okay, but hold on. Let's talk about that though, because you have this statement right here. 74%.
I'm not saying that's right or any.
Hold on, Trav. Hold on.
Bro, you're eating food right now is nasty.
Okay, well, hold on. So this is what I'm saying. You could say the exact same thing about dudes in gaming, right? And when you ask a question, think about this. If I was to come to you guys and say, hey, Adam, how represented do you feel in video games? Do you feel represented in video games? And your first thought would be like, I never really thought of it like that.
That's
guess-
exactly. Well, no, actually, I would say, who the fuck gives a shit about representation in video games? What?
Right.
I think
That's
but
weird.
what you're doing is you're fishing for the results that you want. You're casting it out there, and you're presenting
Right.
questions for the response that you want. Somebody at Dove or whoever went out and they put together a poll, and the question was very leading. Do you feel represented in video, or how represented do you feel in video games? And it's on a scale of 1 to 10. Look, I've been in these rooms. I know exactly how this works.
Mm-hmm.
1, I feel very represented. 10, I don't feel any represented. And then if they're 5 or over, then it's like, well, they don't feel very represented, right? It's not a yes or no question. They're there's a lot of gray in there that they're taking and they're putting into these very misleading statements. 74% of women don't feel represented in video games. Hey, how many I don't know, 85% of Jewish people don't feel represented in the NBA. We need to change that. Like you can do whatever you want. You can ask whatever. Ask whatever group you want. Boys, girls, religions, it doesn't matter. And you can lead them to whatever response you want. And that's what you see here, because I think you could do the exact same thing. You could put Ryu from Street Fighter in the same ad and be like, look, 75% of males don't feel represented by giant Thor-like arms and a six-pack, right? We need to change that. It's total bullshit, man. It's total bullshit.
And it's also, sorry to interrupt, but it's also really funny how like they make this commercial for women when there's also fat male gamers out there. Why aren't you making ads for them? Do they
there
not count?
are?
Because
Yeah.
fat men are unacceptable. Women are allowed to have a preference when it comes to
Right, that's right,
men.
that's right.
But
Yeah, that's
men
right.
have to
We
love
are
all
the superior
sizes.
ones after all, right? Don't forget that. Duh.
So
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
I just
continue
think
on.
it's so stupid. Wow. Honestly, when I saw this, I was just kind of insulted, especially being as a woman. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what my character looks like compared to me. I don't care. I want to play as the coolest character there.
they want
Why
us
would-
unhealthy pigs to just press buttons and
you know what's really funny? This is
procreate.
a really good example because I play Sea of Thieves with my friends, and I made the ugliest, fattest female pirate out there. Her name is Chunky. I'm not that character, but I play as her. She looks like a fucking potato. When Jay saw an emote of her, she was like, "Is that a potato?" I'm like, "No, that's my character's face." So, like, yeah, she looks terrible, and that she doesn't represent me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, women don't need to feel represented. And Dove, you're full of shit, and I won't be buying your shit ever.
Let's continue. Because it continues, by the way. There's more.
There's more.
Look at how badass she looks. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's the exact same pose as
Let's make
First one.
virtual beauty real.
that. Makes no sense.
Yes, it does. It does.
It's a
They're
real
pushing-
girl.
They're pushing this. What you believe inside is reality, which is
Yikes.
such bullshit. A man
Yikes.
can be a woman. No, a man cannot be a woman. All
We
right.
have a mental health crisis.
Women
It
cannot
literally
be men.
circles back to
Hey.
what Adam was saying last week about how like we have a huge mental health crisis in America, especially like just in Western society, and this is stemming from it. So there's multiple things to do here. And,
I just real quick. This is Unreal. This is Unreal Engine. So this isn't Epic. Is this is Unreal
not?
Epic?
Mhm.
Is
No,
that-
no, I don't think so.
Okay. So what games does what? Okay. Well, I was gonna say if this was Epic, I mean, you just I'm not even gonna go there because if you just look at the
Developers
characters.
is Epic Games.
So they use the Unreal Engine for Fortnite, right? Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at all the top characters, the top female characters from Fortnite, and just call their bullshit as it is. Here it is. Let's see how many characters look like that girl that we just saw in Fortnite.
I just want to the tweet from the drum says Dove takes a stand against overly sexualized women in video games with Epic Games, Unreal Engine, education team, and women in games. So Epic Games do they own Unreal Engine? Is that
Oh, it was
Oh,
a
wha-
developer.
Look at all these sexualized women.
You know what's really funny is that on Fortnite they just released those Star Wars skins where they had Padme in her white outfit. That's one of her sexiest outfits. Like, hello, you hypocrites. Ugh.
It's just that, like, where's the overweight girl that represents 74% of
Yeah, where's
female gamers?
Chucky?
Where are they? I'm just, it's a logical question. You brought
It
it
is
up.
logical. You're
So
right.
I will ask you, where is it? If you want to bring this to my attention, you have it. Congratulations. What are you doing about it, Unreal Engine? What are you doing about it, Fortnite? You're the one who brought it up. So
I'm sick of this shit. This need for representation on the screen. And we were talking about, the Bud Light thing, then we made fun of the Miller Lite thing, and there was a uncovered video from the internal Miller Lite, Coors Light, Molson Coors. I don't remember the name of the company, but I've got it here. All right, and I want to. This is actually going to be a perfect segue into Cleopatra. Watch this shit.
At Molson Coors, we know that diversity, equity, and inclusion matter.
Right off the bat. Oh my god. Those three words together.
Basically the opposite of what
How
equality
the fuck
is.
does that matter for beer? The fuck?
is that
Anyway.
not just the
It's just
I-
BuzzFeed
I-
words.
yeah, these are like the corporate buzzwords. This is like synergy.
Yep.
Words like synergy, that you heard a decade ago. These are just bullshit buzzwords that are put in by PR or by HR to make everybody feel good because they're doing the right thing.
The
Diversity is a good
message.
thing because everyone is unique in their experiences, points of views, and the brands they identify with. Our point of view is that our employees need to be as diverse as our consumers, who are as diverse as our products. We believe an inclusive culture drives stronger engagement and in turn improves business performance.
Pause it.
The role of diversity.
Scroll back one sentence. One sentence, that last sentence. I think it's very important to read that. Here it is. We believe an inclusive culture drives stronger engagement and in turn improves business performance. Course, how's that working out for you? How's that working out for you, Course? Down 25%?
How's that working for Bud Light? That was Bud Light,
Was
actually.
Bud Light, was it Bud? Okay,
Now,
I
this
don't
is
drink
Miller
beer.
Lite, who also did that anti-women, sexualized women thing. It's the same thing. And it's what I said the other day about getting rid of the classic female look, that they don't want that, because guess what? Men can't achieve that. All right. They're trying to get rid of that, and they want fat people. They don't want people healthy. Sick. You can't profit off of healthy human beings. They want everyone to be as sick as possible. They want everyone to be on like 10 different freaking daily dose drugs so that you can be a subscription for life. It's all about subscriptions, right? That's what these streaming services are trying to do. Oh, yeah, just a monthly subscription. Big Pharma, same thing. Let's get them hooked on, this medicine actually makes your blood clot, so we're going to need to get you on a blood thinner, which then actually causes weird bowel movements, so you're going to need to take this shit to like balance that out, and now you're on this freaking like juggling thing with all these different things. They don't give a shit about making you healthy. What is the core reason why all the shit's happening? No one fucking asks that question. It's so stupid.
Sorry, I just saw that. I thought that was funny. Like you're right. Of course you're right. You want to continue watching this, or do we already get the point?
Well, I'm gonna watch a little bit more because there's something else that I want to point out.
Okay. No audio.
Oh no. Sorry.
Try again. This is
Try again.
fascinating stuff. Was this an internal video or was this a?
I think so. That's what it's shared again.
Okay.
I'm being told this was an
Inclusion
internal video.
is the responsibility of all employees every single day. We want to be known for being a place where all employees can thrive, fostering unmatched personal and professional growth, and developing exceptional leaders of people and business performance.
Nothing they're saying is bad right here.
Action
Like,
Exactly.
follow
I
our
agree.
words.
Yeah, sure.
As part of our
Yeah.
2021 to 2023 workforce strategy, we've challenged ourselves to increase our representation of professionals of color both in the US and Canada.
To be honest, I don't think anything they said in the thing is bad, but when they start hiring people over other people, that's when it's a bad thing. When you
Okay.
start
Never
treating
quota
somebody
hire.
else
Quota hiring
differently.
is the downfall.
So yeah, that's the point I wanted to make. Why I wanted to bring this up, because this is fucking racist. All right, I'm sorry, I'm sick of it, dude. When I judge you on your skin color and I choose you because of your skin color, you're a fucking racist. This is racist. This is forcing people to see that your skin color. This is Oxford in 2020. Oh, if you're black, you're going through a hard time. You don't have to do as much work. I don't know if you knew that. They said to all their black students, well, you actually only have to do 70% of the work to graduate. Everyone else? No, you got to do 100% of the work. They need help. That's fucking racist. That's saying you can't do it because you're black. That's what Oxford did. And that's some fucking racist shit. It's the same thing. They're disguising this shit as though they're trying to be inclusive. And it's like, no. You're saying that black people can't get ahead without your fucking help. You asshole racist. That's all I'm seeing. That they need a leg up because of what? Because of your fucking racisms. I'm sick of it, dude. This shit is racist. Bring back meritocracy. Bring back meritocracy, please. Who the best person for all jobs? Let's bring that back. What happened to that? All right. You should be able to earn your spot in this company because you're the best. I don't give a fuck what your skin color is. If you're black, sure. Okay, great. Are you the best for the job? Great. That's what we should have so that we can have quality items, not a fucking low down baseline because we need to be inclusive and bring in the people who can't make it or they're too lazy to make it. And that's not anything about race because there's lazy fucking human beings amongst all human beings. And those people shouldn't get a leg up because of their skin color. That's ridiculous and racist. They're keeping the conversation of race prevalent nonstop. They cannot let it go. They need it to be maintained because they use it to create victims, and victims are controlled because the victims, they want the easy road. And there's all sorts of human beings that want to always take the easy road. And so meritocracy is dying. Companies are dying. Products are dying. Society is being fucking crippled because we're catering to the lazy fucking bitches that want to take the easy road and the corporations that are taking advantage of them.
I think it's fascinating that people will take what you said right now, the fact that you're like, these people are fucking racist.
They are.
Right? And people will then take what you just said and be like, no, Adam Krigler is a white supremacist. And you're saying the complete opposite of that. Right.
But that's the emotional shit that they're taking advantage of. That people are like, oh, I'm triggered now. It's like, all right, well, maybe you be offended. I don't give a fuck. Meritocracy. I want everyone to be successful. Period. I want everyone to be successful. And the closer you are to me, the more I want you to be successful. I don't care what your skin color is. Are you fucking cool? Are you a good human being? Do you have good morals? Do you have good work ethics? And do you want to be successful? You will be successful. All right? It has nothing to do with your skin color. I'm so sick of this fucking conversation.
I think when affirmative action started, it was started for good reasons, but I think people took that and they took it to an extreme and and they put it in everything. So I get it if it's some governmental agency like that's systemically been, hiring KKK members or something for 30 years and some police force somewhere. Yes, that may need to be addressed. But this is a company, right? So if there's any problems in your company with diversity, it was created by your company.
Well,
don't you think being hired because you're black is fucking demeaning?
Yep.
And insulting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Being
well,
hired
actually,
just because you're female?
yeah, you're not the best person for this job, but you're black, so you get the job. Like, what the fuck is that? I'd be so offended if that was me getting that job. Like, no, fuck that. I want to earn my keep. That's fucking racist. How do they not see that?
The more inclusive you are, I feel like the more racist you're getting, basically, because you're literally just trying to nitpick and you're basically narrowing it down and eliminating everybody else just for one specific group of people.
Well,
with all
there's
its
the old saying,
inclusiveness.
the path to
Some-
hell is paved with good intentions.
Somebody in the chat said, "When was the government hiring KKK members?" Look it up.
Democrats.
Oh boy.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, I'll say this. Oh boy. Man, Corbin Rise. I see that meme you just sent in. That's great. You're on fire, Adam, and I'll say this, man. You go hard, go crazy, and you're not wrong because the fact that what were you saying yesterday? Like your show is listed as like an extremist show or something. What was that?
Washington Post put out an article about my YouTube show about 2.5 years ago, or it was about a month after January 6, 2021. All right. So, the political landscape at that moment. And I had a lot. I'm very vocal about my politics when I was doing a daily show. I don't do a daily show anymore besides Side Scrollers, obviously. But my Krigler show was about politics, and I would talk about the things that were irregular with a certain something that just went down the previous couple months, and they called my show what did they say? Not an extremist like haven, but like they were talking about extremism and different shows that like elaborated on the misinformation that was out there, although every strike that I've gotten has now been proven true. I'm not going to elaborate because we are on YouTube.
We don't want Geeks and Gamers to get a strike.
True.
Right.
Oh yeah, and we're on Geeks and Gamers, so
But
it doesn't matter.
Do think it boils down to they took this thing that was
thank you,
meant
Vlad.
to be good and they twisted it and used it for their purposes to suit what their agenda is. And then because they knew it was a thing that they could say, if anybody disagrees with it, like you said earlier, you're racist. Because if you how could you disagree with this? You're not for helping Black people, so you're racist. You know what I'm saying? So
It's
I
worse
think
than that.
It's a tool.
It's worse. It's teaching Black youth out there that they can't make it without help
on their own. Yeah.
You need help because of society, because of racism, because of this, because you are a victim. And it's like, or maybe teach them how to fucking be successful in this world by being accountable for your own actions and working hard for something that you want. Not like you can't do it. That's what they're being told. That's what like is being integrated into their brains. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
Professional victims. They're monetizing victimhood.
Blue
sad
Gundam
when
says-
people twist something that's supposed to be
That's
there to help somebody into something so horrible.
So Blue Gundam says, as much as I agree with Adam, I wish this show could be more about fun stuff sometimes rather than this. You got to remember, Blue Gundam, that this is like, there are topics that kind of trigger us all, right? Or kind of set us off. And this is something that Adam is passionate about. This is not every day on the show. This is not every day at all. We just save it for Geeks and Gamers. so if you guys want to come over and subscribe to our channel once again over at Side Scrollers Podcast.
I need to respond. I need to respond to that. I need to respond to that. Look, I want to have fun. I want to enjoy life. I want everyone to be successful. I don't want people to be professional victims that take advantage of the systems so they don't actually have to work very hard, where there's people actually out there that are working really hard that don't even get the opportunities that these lazy people get because of their skin color, because they're being treated differently based on this false racism narrative that they're trying to push. But it's happening. All right. And it's out there and it's prevalent, and it's every fucking corporation is using this shit to manipulate all of us. And what? Let's just have fun. I just want to have fun. I don't want to fucking deal with this shit. Well, I mean, I would rather say something and stand up and talk about it than just have fun.
They're doing what you said under the guise of diversity and inclusivity too.
It's racism.
It's craziness.
Let's go ahead and I'll tell you, so I'm live in an hour with the Mario Funathon. We have a lot of super chats to read. They're just hanging out, and yes, very much so. I'm going to read every single one of those, and then we're going to get to memes, and we're going to. There's a few stories we're not going to be able to hit today, but that's usually how it goes. So we encourage you guys once again to head over to at Side Scrollers Podcast on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. If you guys are watching over on Rumble, you can follow us over there as well. We're live over on Twitch at Stutter and Craig, and on Twitter at Side Scroller Pod. So make sure you guys, if you want, you can find us at any and all those places, and actually coming soon on Kick as soon as I can figure that out.
So are we not going to talk about Cleopatra? Because I feel like it's like the freaking layup or the alley-oop to the Cleopatra dunk. We got to can we do a little bit of the Cleopatra
Yeah, I
stuff?
think, to be honest, after the conversation we just had, we could cover it in 5 minutes.
Boom, go
Right.
Adam.
Okay, so Jada Pinkett, well, there's 3 different articles, but it doesn't matter. We'll just go. Look at this. So Jada Pinkett Smith is bitching because people are upset about the Cleopatra documentary that she put out, claiming it's a documentary, which they're not. It's not a documentary because Cleopatra was not black. She
So
was
they're saying it's
Greek.
factually correct?
They're saying it's a documentary. All right, and she's blaming white supremacy. Now, I find that very interesting because Egypt is suing Netflix.
Yeah.
That's right. Egypt, the country of Egypt is suing Netflix for erasing their history. Egypt is saying she was Greek. All right. And Egyptians don't look they're more Middle Eastern looking. They're not like we think African. It's not all of them are just this, black. And Egypt is like, fuck this shit. All right. We're suing these motherfuckers. And it's like, well, how is that white supremacy? Because they're not white, they're Egyptian.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, why are they so dead set on calling it a documentary? And then there's another article where the director says, why are people so upset that we're making Cleopatra black? And it's like, well, why is it such a big deal that she isn't white? And it's like, well, first off, why is it such a big deal that she's black? Like, it's the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here's the same question back at you. Why is it so important to you to change their history, claiming it's a documentary when they're going, that's not accurate. If you're going to call it a documentary, you call it a reimagining, because that's what it is. Oh, right. One grandma 70 years ago said, I don't care what anyone says, Cleopatra was black. That's like the line that they're using. Well, Mima said that Cleopatra was black, so we're gonna go with that, and the base it's fact now. It's a fact. It's like, all right, well,
wouldn't they have asked the people whose country it is?
They don't give a fuck about that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's respect, and we don't have that anymore.
Weird.
Yeah, I saw something really funny in the chat. Someone was like, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. It's Jada Pinkett.
Can you
Yikes.
imagine? Wow.
Dude, I can't stand that woman.
No. I think it's funny that I thought she was bald or something. So how does she have hair again?
She has alopecia, so it comes and goes. She shaved her head because of her alopecia or something like that. And well, here's the whole thing. I'm gonna go to that real quick. And then when Chris Rock made that joke, literally, like how is he supposed to know your life story? He just knows you're bald now. You shaved your head. You look like G.I. Jane. He don't know why. You're stupid.
Well,
anyway,
you better keep his wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, slap.
Let's go and read off these super chats here, and then we'll check out the memes which we missed yesterday. If you guys didn't get to see yesterday's show, we had Boogie on, which was really, really fun. No, not Boogie yesterday. Who do we have on yesterday?
Rich.
I'm sorry, Rich.
I got you, Rich.
Sorry, Rich. My fault.
Rich was a much better interview.
Jeez. Right.
Yeah, I was say Boogie drained my soul.
I went to the thumbnail, and in the thumbnail I saw Boogie versus Wings. But yes, it was Rich. Rich was on yesterday.
All right, I gotta say, I really like Rich in the best way because he owns his shit. DSP could learn a lot about that. Own your shit, dude. And he even said it yesterday. Hey, you could have been making this merch, but I'm going to monetize it because you didn't, you fucking idiot. And it's like, he owns his shit. He happily talked about how he slapped that cucumber in his mouth. I'm sorry, ate the cucumber sexually or lovingly. I don't remember his exact words, but it was funny. But he owned it. He owned it. He's like, yeah, I took my shirt off for money. It is what it is. And it's like, you know what? That's how it is. That's how you beat the trolls on the internet, is own your shit. If you own it, they can't use it against you.
The best part about that was when he offered DSP a percentage, even after the fact After DSP shits all over him all the time, he offered him a percentage of that merch revenue. Isn't that crazy?
I say we come up with a way to never say his name again. I think we give him power.
Well,
I think
tonight,
you're right.
tonight I think that he'll definitely
It's
be brought up
unavoidable. Unavoidable.
when I
I
have
understand
Keemstar
that.
on tonight for sure. So
And what time is that at, Craig?
10 p.m. Central Time. Look forward to seeing everybody there. Hey, Liz B wants to know, what do I prefer, Rad Racer or RC Pro-Am on the OG NES? Personally, I would say the better game is RC Pro-Am, although Rad Racer is more iconic. Elite Neo came in with the 5. Says, anybody remember that Zelda movie trailer IGN put out for April Fool's Day in 2008? Yes, and it was good. It was very, very good. Run with Phantoms with the 2. Says, virtual real, that's totally incog sock doubles, think? What is that?
I have no idea.
Real virtual? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Well, thank you so much, Run with Phantoms. Raging Waffle came in with a 4.99. Says, look up Lady Hellbender for Guardians of the Galaxy video game. She's thick, but in a good way. She's also a badass warrior who controls monsters. And
that big girl from our Resident Evil, people liked her too. The giant woman.
I think that's the thing.
But she wasn't overweight.
When you look at Gina Carano, she's a big muscular woman, but she's not overweight. She'll beat the shit out of you.
She was just big,
Right, exactly. And nobody here has issues with, like, as a father of 2 daughters, I think that them seeing women in games and movies and stuff is important, right? But the idea that I want them to be able to aspire to the high level of fitness. Like, could you imagine if somebody, we go back to like the 80s and Conan the Barbarian, and Arnold's out there. Like, how realistic is Arnold Schwarzenegger's 1980s body? It's not without shoving horse tranquilizer in your, horse steroids in your arms, like in your ass. It's totally not reasonable. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh shit, well, that there is a next level that you can go to, and it was all about fitness, which he was big on fitness in the late 80s and early 90s, and he had all sorts of fitness programs and stuff, just getting people off their ass. Elite Neo says, Laura Croft, that's Laura Craft.
That's good.
Let's go.
That's
Love
good.
that.
That's a good one.
Paul says 74% of women need to hit the gym. Ooh,
damn!
You said it.
Jay says, I don't look like Geralt of Rivia. Never mattered. Jay, thank you. I don't know what that is reference to, but
The Witcher. Even I knew that.
I thought it meant Geraldo Rivera at first.
Well, I didn't know Rivia. I knew Geralt, but I didn't know Rivia. Jimbo says, now we're going to need Team Ninja to make some Fuba jiggly physics. There you go. Well, they definitely have booby physics for sure. Remember the Dead or Alive games? Dead or Alive games, they actually had a physics engine for a jiggle in your options menu where you could decide how much the boobs jiggle in the game.
Way.
I'll tell you what, that DOA on the original Xbox was one of the best fighting games I've ever played. And they had the jiggle.
And the jiggle physics, that's right. Brett Norman says, she won't be fat for long as a game protagonist.
That's right. You're going to be moving around and everything. You're going to lose all that weight.
I have 16-bit says, if you feel insecure over a video game character, then you got problems that go deeper than a game.
Exactly.
Ooh,
hit the bell.
Well said. Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
So, that giant woman from RE, the guy I was watching, he was like super into it. He had to like get off the string. He's like, yeah, step on me. And it was real weird.
A feline name, but JJ says the Lardy Crafts type people use more soap.
Yeah.
That's funny. Abbott Abomination. Oh, Abomination. Got it. Says, I just saw Ripa's video. The video he showed said 74% of girls feel underrepresented in video games. What's up with that?
Where's the number from? I keep asking. Sources.
Right.
Sources.
We'll never.
Well, I don't know if he watched that was before we got to that point.
Yeah, probably.
So we talked about it.
Yeah, if you don't put your sources in something like that, you got none.
Cliff came in and says, due to the conversation of mass, the conversion of mass, her excess blubber would have to be protruding while wearing the armor. Also, Chinese control would remove the fatties.
Not an American audience, not for American audiences.
Matthew Hammond says, are game companies that claim people want to see themselves in games trying to appeal to feminists who are HR, advertising, and social media managers? Yes.
No, I think they're trying to appeal to
Probably all whales.
the woke people in our
Who
society.
who are HR, advertising, and social media
Yeah.
managers, right?
The
But
blue
just
haired
in
land
general.
whales in
The
those
land
departments.
whales, right? Land
Tomac
whales.
says, I would think if the Zelda movie is going to cover Skyward Sword, I would think if the Zelda was going to cover Skyward Sword, it would fit if we followed Zelda. She is doing her own stuff during that game. That is true, but I don't think Skyward Sword is the most popular game in the franchise, although I did enjoy it.
And certainly, as the first Zelda movie, you can't be about her. It has to be about Link.
Hey,
You know.
Will and Through Life with Brian brings this up, and this is right. He says, I don't feel represented in video games at all because there aren't any wheelchairs user characters in video games. But that's all right because it is what it is.
So you guys need to all get together and go run people over in Washington, D.C. with your wheelchairs until they change the law.
Hey, what do you mean by you guys, Trav?
That was racist.
Not actual advice.
Ableist.
Don't listen
Don't
to
do
him.
that. Don't do
Anyway,
that.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor.
There's a
Happy
comedy
Wheels.
Abaru says Melissa McCarthy was a superhero in Thunder Farce. Yeah, that worked out really well, didn't it? Brad W says big people are easy to hit hidden games.
Big target box.
Rob's followed up says it bugs me to no end that people always look for an excuse to be offended. All right, welcome to 2023. Matthew came back, says we need Devolver Digital Direct to parody this ad. Devolver Digital is spectacular. And NZZ says, mad ups to Adam. Glad you're here. There you go. Thanks, NZZ. Lucas came in and says, Adam speaks the truth. The problem is that we are dealing with an evil force that has its roots in eugenics going back a century. They just repackage themselves. People need to wake the hell up.
Nailed it, Lucas. Yep, exactly.
Rob followed up with, preach, Adam, I hate victimization. Once again, this is Rob who is in a wheelchair. Isn't that the most fascinating thing is that you see people who are typically disabled, right? And they're the ones who are like, what are you guys complaining about?
Yeah,
like,
shut the fuck up.
100%.
And they're the ones with the hardest lives.
Handicapable's beating the hardest games in existence with his chin. What's your fucking excuse?
Rob, I have a friend named Tia. Literally, she's paralyzed, can't use her arms and stuff, and she complains less than 90% of the people I'm around in the day.
But
humans are spoiled brats in the West right now.
Ungrateful. Yep.
Handicapable Sean, the best retro gamer I've ever seen with his chin. Aid came in and says, meritocracy is dead.
Sad.
Sean came back and says, to be fair, the whole Cleopatra thing just proves that Elon Musk is truly a black man. This is true. An African-American. Evil Black Cat says, oh, Netflix, put your money where your mouth is. Make a documentary about Mohammed and cast a black transmission woman for the role.
I hope Egypt
never gonna happen.
Wins this lawsuit and gets some like monumental amount of money for Netflix, like saying it's a documentary and shit. So they basically said it's the truth. So they're slandering some historical figure of Egypt, so their country.
Listen, I just want to say that Netflix has actually hired me. I will be playing MLK Jr.
Oh, good for you, Labs. You're so brave.
There you go.
So brave.
Stunning and brave.
True
I accept
representation.
this.
Exactly.
Mike C. came in and says, when these sideways politics permeate into our culture, our definition of, quote, fun gets twisted into something that we never wanted. So this has to be addressed despite how, quote, not fun the conversation is. Mike, thank you very much.
Well, right. And we don't want more
Absolutely,
people,
Mike.
More people to see that shit and get brainwashed by it too.
That's what they want. Well, fuck that.
If people
Wake
don't
the fuck
speak up, right? If people like us don't speak up, people are just going to see that and think, oh, 74% of people think this. No, that's bullshit. They didn't even tell you what 74% of people wear.
Rob, thank you again for that super chat. The Magini came in and says, I'll take my Tifa 2B A2 and Aerith as is. Thanks.
Yeah.
Right,
when are they going to make like a 2B skin in Fortnite?
I just had a thought. Can you remember Final Fantasy X-2 with the 3 girls? Can you imagine if they were all like 300-pound?
No, Japan wouldn't do that.
Nate came back. I said shunned, but Nate, it's Nate. Nate says, sorry, I meant the video Ripa showed had different text that for that 74% number. 74% of girls feel underrepresented versus lack of inclusion. That's interesting.
So there's two versions going around, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Well, that changes the stat completely. One word can change something like that.
Of course. And that's the thing. Once again, the same stat, 74%. How was the question asked? Because it changes the meaning when you say underrepresented or lack of inclusion. That's two very different statements. You are correct, Travis.
And
100%.
People do that when doing polls and stuff like that. They'll ask a question in a manner making the person getting the question think you believe this way when really you believe the complete opposite, and you're going to frame it as something else.
Jimbo came in and says, we won't have real representation on side scrollers until either Adam or Crag gets fat.
Listen, Legion of Memers, please.
I'm already fat. So like,
listen, we have a Guamanian woman on our show, right? We have a in your words, Travis, you are a fat, also gay man, right?
Fat Flamer Fairy. There you go.
Right.
Wait, what's the difference?
Look at the alliteration.
That's a double negative. You can't they cross each other out.
There.
Right. Here's the thing, and I've been hesitant to say this out loud, but I'm going to
throw the fourth F in there, but I thought we might get in trouble for saying
No.
I will say this. Let me just say this. I will always work with the best people for side scrollers. For this little company that we're growing here, I will always hire people based off merit. But I will say this. I will not hire you if you have pronouns in your bio, because they are selfish, and you will 100% be looking out for yourself before you look out for everybody else in the team. That is my pledge. And listen, you can take that however you want. It has been a constant theme. And there was that HR manager going around, that video of the HR manager who was talking about it a couple weeks ago. She nailed it, freaking nailed it about the pronoun thing. And people get upset about me because you're not respecting my identity, right? Look, the only identity I care about is side scrollers. That's the bigger picture here.
How can you respect an identity if their identity changes so say they have this pronoun when you hire them. 3 weeks later, they change it. Nobody knows because you're not stalking them. But now you're supposed to respect their identity. You don't even know their identity because they just changed it.
Right. All I'm going to do, like I said, I will hire the best person for the job. I don't care if they're black, white, gay, straight, trans. I legitimately don't care. I want the best person, right? But as soon as you start telling me your requirements before you even be brought in, nah, I ain't down with that. Done with that. As was said, they're the sociopaths. Man.
Unless people want to call me His Majesty. I mean, I'm cool with that.
I'm not calling you that.
Okay.
Hey, Jonathan came in with the $25 direct donation. Says, having fun all the time isn't a reality. I would rather have real people have genuine conversations. Well, look, we're going to have fun.
That's the energy right there.
We're going to have fun here at about 34
I still had
minutes.
fun today, by the way.
I still had fun, Craig.
I still had a good time.
At me. It's all good.
Well, it's not that I yelled at you. I yelled
that's
at the
what I
situation.
found fun.
I'm just messing with you.
No, that was the fun for me. I was
Adam's favorite hobby.
It wasn't me versus Blabs. No. It was also triggering Crag over there. So.
Fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
Oh, Travis is out.
Just kidding.
I don't know. Metalaman came in with the Prime sub as well over on Twitch. Thank you guys. Look, if you guys did enjoy this stream, I encourage you guys to come over to the Side Scrollers podcast channel. Hit the subscribe button. The link is down in the description. It's right there for you guys. We would love to see you guys tomorrow when we're live. After you guys watch Geeks and Gamers Daily, come on over and join us. We'd love to see you guys there. Every day is a little bit different, but at our core, it's gaming and entertainment. Some days it's more entertainment. Some days it's more gaming, like today. Some days we just go off on rants and we talk about whatever. But it's been an hour and a half. But yes, Adam, go ahead.
I thought Castlevania versus Blabs was today, or is it next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday, yeah.
Next Wednesday. Okay.
Yes. Today is good. We're going to continue the funathon, the Mario funathon. If you guys are into the old school stuff, you want to see a master of Super Mario World. I'm going through level by level, not all 96 worlds, not all 96 exits, but we are going to make our way all the way through. through the game from World 1 all the way to World 7 or whatever it is, wherever we're going to beat Bowser there. Brown came in. Brown Gaijin says, my pronouns are knick-knack, paddywhack.
Give a dog a bone.
Haven't heard that one, but
you almost messed that up. Wow.
I know, I almost did. I was like,
hey, Brown Gaijin, I do not deny your identity. I validate it. Thank you very much. And Darian Murphy says, Epic Games would make 74% of their Fortnite characters the size of the characters in the ad, and let's wait to see how many people would buy those characters. Let's put their money where their mouth is. That's exactly what I'm saying, Darian. That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's not happening.
And it's the same with that diversity shit. Don't say you're trying to be an inclusive, diverse company, because that implies that you weren't before, you stupid fucks.
What the fuck is that?
This is from yesterday.
This is from yesterday.
Oh, this is him lighting his chest hair on fire.
That's what is
that's great.
Why am I on his background?
Tits always cause explosions, right, Blabs? Is that what you said?
I don't remember anymore.
Here's this. Sometimes the memes make themselves, and here's us watching. Look at Blaz's face.
I'll tell you what, he eats that cucumber.
He's like the American ass.
Trev, he sure does eat that thing good. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's funny.
And I'll tell you, I used to sell stuff like that. He does a better job than half of
We
them.
need After Dark with Trav again.
No, we don't. We're done with that.
No, we don't.
Yesterday, there's Blabs in her blueberry Blabs,
Oh,
part of a balanced breakfast. That's a great looking ad there. It
That's
really
actually
is.
pretty great. I love it.
We do have some Rumble rants. I put them in this private chat for you, Craig.
Thank you, and I'll get to those in just a second. Thank you guys very much for those Rumble rants. Sometimes I overlook Rumble because I don't have the tab pulled up. The chat doesn't filter into StreamYard over here.
You could pop the chat out.
I'll do that next time.
Little pop-up window. Yeah, it's great.
I will do that. Craig's inner monologue on the Rich episode presented deep thoughts with Adam Krigler on Side Scrollers. Here we go.
I saw this. It's good.
He does such a good job on shit.
One day, I will return to the internet. I know exactly what I need. I need a middle-aged man shoving a giant cucumber in his mouth and then taking a very seductive, more seductive than that. I really need it ultra seductive. I need it smacking it in the face. Just loving that smack.
Lord.
I need to smack harder. Really, just smack. Yes. I need to feel the pain. I need to feel that smack across my cheeks.
Yes, and my anus is relaxed too.
50 Shades of Thanksgiving.
Brilliant stuff. All right, here's the next one. Here's another one from Extra Zero. It says, Adam taking Craig's proclamation in stride. Hey, thanks. World's okayest gamer. Thanks for the endorsement, Craig.
World's okayest gamer.
Here we got one from today. Is the best person to play Link. Look at that. Little Adam.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
That's kind of cute. Look at that.
Cloud, who's that? Cloud,
Yeah,
thank you for
Cloud.
that. That's fucking rad. I'm digging it.
Core member came in with this one says Lauren Kraft is the big game. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
How about
And look at this right here. Speaking of Laura Kraft, man, let's go.
Those muscles don't make any sense. Holy shit.
Yeah. So this is actually a throwback to the Velocity a couple of weeks ago when I was eating cookies and they decided to blow me up. So I'm not Blabs anymore. I'm Flabs.
That's Flabs. Wow.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
gosh.
I'm going to the
Outstanding.
gym. We are all going to the gym now.
Wow.
Little known fact, actually, Blabs just uses a filter. That's what she really looks like.
Yeah, guys.
That was like the perfect face for that picture too. Like,
I was
like,
eating like cookies, and they're like, "What do you got
Like,
there?" Blabs?
well,
And I'm like,
there's-
"Cookies,"
like
and
you-
they
if-
boom.
like the face is almost like a little happiness because you're eating the cookie, and then the inside of you is like your soul is destroyed.
I'm just like, oompa, loompa, dippa-doo-doo. Anyway,
Her
I'm bad now.
Her mouth is happy, but the soul is slowly dying. That's what I saw there.
Let's hey, if everybody can just give them a quick, just everyone go down the list. I want to see us all with fat filters. So Adam, you first.
Oh no.
He's even frozen.
What do I do?
I don't know. Just blow your cheeks out. Oh dear. What is that? You
Nailed
constipated?
it.
I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
Wait, I don't know how that happened. Wait.
Oh my god. All right, here you go, Blabs. You got one for Blabs?
I don't know.
Trav? Oh. They're going to make that monkey just giant.
Oh,
Travis
God,
is like, I already said I'm fat. Leave me alone.
There you go. All right, go crazy, memers. All right. Oh my god. And then we have this one last super chat. Says Corn Pop says, can you play the Glong song? It's on YouTube. No, we cannot, Corn Pop. I apologize.
I don't know what that is. I don't want to know.
We will not play that. All right, we're going to wrap up here.
Diana Francisco over on Rumble says,
Yes.
Did I hear that correctly? Johnny Depp is in a Zelda movie? No, he said Johnny Depp is based, but we didn't get into it today. Maybe we'll get into it tomorrow.
Do you imagine
She actually
basing?
had a couple others. She said, if they make a Zelda movie, they better stay true to the original storyline. Link loves Zelda and saves her with lots of adventures. Accurate, Diana. And then one more. She says, Link was not a fairy. Otherwise, how would he have a real fairy that helped him? These are great questions. Diana, thank you for your support. You're the best. Diana Francisco for the win.
Yep.
All
Every
all
day
in.
she's in the Rumble supporting us.
Yep. greatly appreciate it.
Y2 Jericho for $10 here on YouTube says, Hey, it's good old Stutter and Craig. I remember watching you back in the good old Screw Attack days. Is Zelda movie really happening? And which Nintendo games would you love to see as a movie? I'm Rocky. Oh, well, thank you, Rocky.
Appreciate that, Rocky. To answer your question, yes, it is me. Yes, it was Screw Attack. Yes, it was fun back in the day. And yes, you can subscribe to us now on the Side Scrollers podcast channel, because every Wednesday we're over here on the Geeks and Gamers channel, just as a little fun cameo. So join us over there. We'd love to see you over there and continue our journey as we're rebuilding. We're rebuilding the fun. What Nintendo games would you like to see a movie? Up next, I think, is definitely Donkey Kong. But I'd love to see any and all Nintendo franchises.
I think Mega Man would make a really good live action movie. Like
Live action?
Live action?
Yeah.
Live action?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Let's continue this conversation here over at Patreon.com.
Yeah. No.
All right, we're going to head over to patreon.com/sidestrollers. Twitch. It's time to see you guys later. Guys, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. I'll see you guys very shortly. The link is at the top of the YouTube chat, Geeks and Gamers, to come join me for the Funathon, the Mario Funathon at the top of the chat. Open that up. I'll get started here in about 25 minutes. So I look forward to seeing you guys then. Hopefully every single one of you guys come over and watch some Mario Mastery at its best. Twitch, we'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Boom. See ya.
Fatality.
Rumble. Get the hell out of here. See ya. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Twitter, you idiots. Nobody's watching on Twitter. Who am I kidding? See you later. Bye.
Fatality.
No one's there. It's not even a fatality because
And
I
Geeks and
couldn't.
Gamers-
I tried to figure out how to watch on Twitter. I couldn't even figure it out.
Hey, Geeks and
YouTube.
Gamers, we will see you guys over YouTube. Once again, click the link at the top. I'd love to see you guys in about 25,
Right
30
there.
minutes for the Mario Funathon. Look forward to seeing you guys there. It's right there waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
It's been a great show.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks so much, Geeks and Gamers. Appreciate you guys' support. 199, you guys are brilliant. Look forward to seeing you guys over on our channel. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
okay. I need to know, Travis, how